We continue our Go Battle League journey with another Open Great League video, and this time we're gonna go not full meta but still kinda meta. We're gonna use a Hitmontop, a Skarmory, but the main MVP is this one. We're gonna have a Shadow Feraligatr coming up super clutch as a safe pick for this team. But before we hop into the content, cue the intro. Let's begin our journey, and Hitmontop will take over as our lead option. So here comes now a Dragonair. Obviously this is gonna be kinda good for us because of triple axle, but at some point we might see a switch out of here since they are getting kinda weak now to our ice moves and eventually our counters, especially after the attack boost. So here comes the complete farm down. We can do it, no switch from our opponent, and I'm just gonna go for another triple axle as soon as I see that flying type up at the right corner. So at this point we managed to get that second shield out of the way while we have the perfect alignment for our Skarmory in order to excel, while at the very end they end up having a Sandslash from the Alola region. You know what, this is looking absolutely awesome for us. I'm just gonna charge up as much as I can to a point that I have a double Hydro Cannon from the Shadow Feraligatr, one to finish off in the one shot that Sandslash and one more to deal severe damage to the flyer. At this point I can easily return into the fight with my Skarmory, farm down and grab the first victory of this video. A very bad lead now up against a Galvantula, and even though this is a glassy Pokemon, it can still outspeed us to those charge attacks, and at the same time they have a cross poison, which means now that they need only 2 of those volt switches to get to the next one. So I'm just gonna seal my fate here. Down we go to the cross poison. It doesn't matter, at least we got that shield advantage, which is still pretty great for us. Now on the switch we're meeting up with a Dragonair, and obviously this is looking kinda good for us because not only we managed to catch the move, but at the same time we can charge up a lot of energy in the process. Now this Aqua Tail can easily be taken while I'm trying to completely farm down, and unfortunately for me I cannot do that. I have to sacrifice a shield in the process. I know that their lead Pokemon is still alive and well, and here comes Galvantula. So I'm just gonna go for the Sky Attack at this point, and another one after we get that final shield out of play. Perhaps they are severely weak at the back to my Feraligatr, and as it seems they are, because they have a Whiskas which is just gonna get destroyed down by another pair of those Hydro Cannons being Shadow as well. So Feraligatr so far is just gonna be an amazing safe option, and let's see how well we can do here up against the Goodra. Goodra is another big winner from this season's new move update, because of the fact that now it can use Aqua Tail. So it is much like a better version of a regular Dragonair, if you want to call it like this. So anyways, able to land the close combat on the Lantern, which is pretty good news for us, and now that Lantern will get farmed down by our Shadow Claws. I know that we need to respect the damage from that Surf, even though it is resisted because we are on Shadow mode after all, and Feraligatr is not that bulky. So now Ice Beam will take that final shield out of play. I know that this is gonna be just an Aqua Tail, which we can easily survive at this point, and now at the very end they have a Feraligatr of their own. You know what, here comes now out of nowhere my Skarmory to destroy down that Pokemon, and since I know that they always need 5 of those Shadow Claws to reach to their Hydro Cannon, I'm just gonna have the upper hand with those moves. So now my Sky Attack is definitely gonna land on that Goodra, and even if they reach here to a move, I'm pretty sure we can survive it, and right after grab the victory with that final Steel Wing which passed through. So into the next battle now with the Marston up in front. This Pokemon is super spammy, even spammier than our Feraligatr, and at this point I'm just gonna try to take as many shields as possible with my Hitmontop, while in the process I might actually need to sacrifice at least one if I want to completely farm down. I'm not sure about the outcome, I do not remember at all. You know me, I forget things all the time. So Mud Bomb now is just gonna come in clutch here, and I was hoping that we can get that CMP towards our advantage, but as it seems we cannot. Unfortunately here we're gonna go down, even though we had a decent amount of energy on our Hitmontop. top, so now my Skarmory can come into the battle and start farming down that Marshtomp. At the very end, as it seems, they might be kinda weak to my Skarmory because they want to block here my moves since they have a Greninja, and this Pokemon is with Bubble, not even Water Shuriken. That is interesting. So Gligar at the very end, as it seems, they are weak not only to my Skarmory but also to the water types, so Feraligatr here able to reach to the Ice Beam for the overkill to kill a whole family of those Scorpion flying Pokemon. Are you kidding me? Feraligatr with the Crocs for the win. Into the next battle, and speaking of Feraligatr, my opponent here is gonna have it and lead with it. So Hydro Cannon is obviously gonna be blocked because this Pokemon is absolutely a menace for us, and now on the switch we're meeting up with a Charjabug. Believe it or not, Charjabug is a big goal breaker for my team. I do not like my odds at all here, but hopefully we can make them think that they can survive the triple axel. I don't know, I'm just gonna try to destroy them down with that move, but unfortunately for us we cannot. So they eventually farm us down, and now Skarmory will come into the battle. My plan here is to rely completely on my Feraligatr on the end game, and to do so we need to come into the battle with the Skarmory. They have a feeling that this Charjabug is gonna be kinda clutch on the long term of the battle, that's why they want to protect it, but at the same time they're gonna go down to my Sky Attack with that Feraligatr. So with that Charjabug returning now, we can easily farm down the remaining HP, and they back out of this battle, so they must be having something pretty weak to my Feraligatr, and my guess with this exact team is gonna be either a Charizard or a Talonflame, most probably a Talonflame. So with that in mind, we can still grab the victory no matter what. Into the next battle now with another Feraligatr facing our Hitmontop, and of course I will try to catch at some point on my own Feraligatr. I know that they always need 5 of those Shadowclaws to get there, and look at that, trainers. Not only we make the catch, but at the same time we manage to go ahead and completely farm down. Now the Hydro Cannon will be resisted by the Lantern, but still it is gonna connect for a decent amount of damage. So Surf now, but unfortunately we throw that close combat on the switch and the Serpenter, which is kind of a game changer for them. So at this point the outcome has not been settled yet. All I need to do is to land at least a Brave Bird on the Lantern and hope that it will knock out. So in the process I will just go here for the Sky Attack, going for the Nice so that I can have some extra time to completely farm down the Serpenter. So Freziplan can easily be taken, and of course I'd rather get hit by multiple Freziplans than from a single Thunderbolt, so that's why I'm not blocking at all. So here comes now that Lantern. I could go here for the Brave Bird, but I have a feeling that a double Sky Attack can still seal the deal. Let's see if that is gonna be the issue, but it is not. So down we go now to the Sparks, and perhaps that was a miscalculation from my part, but nevertheless my opponent had the upper hand, so well played to them. Into the final battle now. And I have kept that flyer for the very end because I want to showcase to you that the Skarmory might be a flying type Pokemon, but still it is gonna struggle kinda a lot against those fighters. So up against my Hitmontop over here, they still have to shield a potential close combat, and at this point they managed to get the first move, while now they switch out to that Feraligatr. So my Pokemon at this point is gonna have kinda the upper hand, and let's see if we can reach to another one. Yes, we can. Absolutely wonderful news for us, and we managed to get both shields out of the way. Now Skarmory can easily go in, try to tank those moves, and as it seems they deal less than 50% on my Skarmory. Good IVs really matter, and we managed to farm down in the process. Now I'm just gonna return into the battle with my Hitmontop, able to get my hands on the triple axle to almost finish off the Skarmory. At the back there is the amazing Shadow Swampert, which is gonna get one-shotted down by my amazing close combat, and of course we managed to fulfill the final victory of this video with a few counters later. That is gonna be all for today, trainers. Thank you for watching and for sticking around till the end. It really means a lot to the channel. Before you go, as always, like the video, become a subscriber if you are already not one, which is kinda weird, and over here I have 2 videos for you to check out. Feel free to check them out, and I will catch you up later into the next one.